been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who is the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he falling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with that? Stop playing with it, baby. No. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that. Throw it in rotation.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets' 47-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was tackled at the
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Block working out of the gun. He'll go up top, and this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
Jerry Jeudy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score Broncos
Extra
7.
point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And down right around the 37. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Let's have the ending. Check. 55 to Mike. Watch the run. They're running it. Mike 55. I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
Now Leonard Fournette. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the shotgun, Haskins looking downfield for Jones. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 9, Locke, open man. He completes it to Jeudy. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Jeudy complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Jets 3.
Let's go. Switch.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
I'm going to come back to you. Check Mike, 9-9. Here we go, D. Check Mike, 9-9. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Locke off a play action. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him... space, a loss results there.
Second and 11. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Jacobs again, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke caught by the tight end Ertz. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down.
Let's go now.
Jacobs now. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kareem Hunt stopped short of the sticks. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
On down.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Check 24, check 24. Check 19.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
97's the mic. 97. Hey, watch your leg.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Kill. Check 31. Check nickel.
Under 10. 10.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
They get this out left, and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half, and the Jets have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There defensively.
A final shot before half for Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Haskins. And that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check 37. Check 37. Shift. Watch the shift.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight down. There you go. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5.
On the run, it's Fournette. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go right here now. Hey, crunch. Go. I got it. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Check hot route.
This is Fournette. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Fournette fighting through. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 6-yard line. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, let's get this. So Mike's number one. Man, I got you. Pick the edge.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Let's get off the field, D. Watch twist.
Here's Fournette. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Check 13. Safe. Nice number one. Here we go.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Leonard Fournette, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
61, matchbox, right. 2, fellas, let's go. 7's the mic, rock 57.
From the gun, Locke. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke over the middle, complete to Judy. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 83 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Broncos 14.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Check, 55 to Mike. Check.
Now it's Haskins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Fournette. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Rush in. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
On second and a couple. Haskins. They'll find Everett there complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Block, and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Locke to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Broncos.
What we got?
On first and 10, here's Locke. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Clock will try again on second down. Oh, he'll air this one. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts. So we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Don't be scared of it. Shift. Check. Check. Fresno.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't think you got it, son. Check. Lucky. Joker. Hey, check 24. Get him on. West.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking downfield for Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Fournette on the carry. The tackle made by Monte Nicholson. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
55's my guy, 55. Switch. Check three. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here we go with Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you
It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to
KJ Hamler. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
The kick is good.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Go. Go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 50.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
36-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Play action. Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Back to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Fournette on the counter. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Party, you gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. And another good pickup.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, Maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's second down. One final try for Locke. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Tonight's final score, Jets.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.